Hi, this is Sergeant Beast Larson. We're going to do a couple stunning techniques using Bob right here. Start a brachial stun, brachial nerve right here. We did temporomandibular joint as a pressure point. We're going to stun right here. Now if you're in front of them a little bit to the angle, open hand, forearm strike, you're going to hit them right here, like that. Open hand. They used to teach this, but you get very small when you're using the ridge edge or like a knife striking. Years ago they said stop because it's so small of an area the head whiplashes down. If you got a whole hand, you've actually stabilizing the skull. Open hand strike like this. I'm holding him, might want to knock him down and keep doing that, picking him up. Forearm strike. And you can knock some people down and out really quick with this. Just, you know, you're in close, like that. You got them. Let me turn him around. The base right here, remember the Gerber slap? Remember when I talked about this, I was demonstrating this on myself. And I talked about how in the police academy, if you carried anything in your strong side hand, your gun hand, they'd come up, slap you right there. You can be from either side, you can be behind on an angle. Where you're hitting right at the base of the skull, this line right here. I don't know if you can see it, the angle. Right there, just like that. That'll stun them, that'll really get their attention. And what's the purpose of a stunning technique? For 7 to 10 seconds, temporarily disrupt the central nervous system. Disrupt their brain process so that their arms and that don't react. Their body doesn't react to what their thought is. 7 to 10 seconds, one of these, put them on the ground, get the cuffs on them. Or get really close to cuffing them in a good position. Okay, suprascapula strike, right here, straight down on the side of his neck. I'll turn so you can see this. Striking right here. Now you're going to do this from the front. You want to come down real powerful on here. Turn him around, you can see this. And it works great if you're behind. Straight down right here on these muscles. You come down straight from here. You can step around, hook underneath their arm, do a hip toss or a shoulder pin where their arm's up and put them to sleep. Suprascapular strike. If I'm behind somebody, brachial stun, yes. Brachial stun, step to the side as I Gerber slap. Brachial stun, side of the neck. Gerber slap, back. Suprascapular strike, right here. Now brachial stun, brachial nerve runs down. Brachial plexus tie-in. And this is the spot where when you shoot a shotgun, it kicks and you feel it. You bruise right here. For this to be effective, you have to cross over. You don't, your right side straight ahead, you got to cross over this way. Step, because you got to come in at an angle and get deep in this socket. Boom. Your left hand, come over here to his left. You're not going to be thinking left and left and right to right, but that's what it is. If you're practicing, practice that way so you know. Crossover, crossover. Right here, right here. This is like a high abdomen right above the belly. Palm heel strike. But honestly, I don't palm heel strike in the center of their body because that's a lot of pressure on my wrist right here. If I'm in close, I'm going to forearm strike them. Less likely to injure anything. You're in here fighting, you come up like this. See? If you can get a hold of one of these, got a friend with one, go practice on one of these. My wife bought this about 20 years ago. Well, a little bit more. It was about 1998, 99 when I became an instructor. Okay. Brachial stun right here. Gerber slap. Suprascapula. Brachial plexus tie-in. Talked about palm heel strike, forearm strikes to the body. Forearm strike up here, which is basically a clothesline. Coming right across. Open arm. Remember the old wrestling technique? Open arm, just like that. That's about all I'm going to do from here because he doesn't have arms and legs to show you the rest. Remember? Right here, radial nerve. Radial strike. If he had an arm sticking down like this, wiggling, his arms are wiggling, bam, I'm gonna strike his forearm right here. You know this, common peroneal. You kneeing somebody, you're in close, come up, kneeing. We're gonna pretend this is his side of his leg, right in the seam of his pants. Common peroneal strike. Femoral strike. You're not gonna support me. Femoral strike right here on the inside of the thigh. Femoral strike. I thrown a couple knees in there, and it's effective. It gets them, but you gotta have follow-up. You can't just do one strike and expect things to happen. You may come in, like in the one story I told you, I did a femoral strike inside here, brachial plexus tie-in at the same time. Didn't work. Step back, come in, I was trying to arm bar and go down, it didn't work. So the next I come up with a low kick to the lower abdomen, and then I hit to spin him. That's when I could take him down. Punched him right there. Right square in the meaty part of his pectoral. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like and share button. Hit the subscribe button, don't forget, because we got some good fighting training videos. Team Sergeant Beast Larson with Bob here and my live training partner. See you soon.